Hello there, welcome back to Wing Chun Chi Sau Tube. Today what we're going to just be having a quick look at is your basic options when it comes to range between you and your opponent. There is many ways we could break this down. We could talk about elbow range, using our shoulder, even headbutting range, going right out to kicking range. But some of those things are just not appropriate in general Chi Sau practice. So what I want to have a look at is the basic sort of range we would use and understand during that particular type of practice. Okay, so if Alan comes forward, now the first type of range we have is if we're both in, let's say we're both in Buma, and I could either be in this position with my opponent where we're both in the Mun Sau, Wu Sau guard, or I could even be on this outside position here, and you can call this either kicking range or wrist range, and this would really be the longest range that you'd want to be at in Chi Sau. You need to make sure you're still keeping contact, and at the very minimum you need to be able to use your legs and your Chi Gurk. So this is the maximum range you really want to be at, whether again you're in this type of position or in the Buma, and in this type of position with your Mun Sau and your Wu Sau. The next range, as if we get closer, would be two hands. And in this range, it's I can't hit you, you can't hit me. So we're close enough to link hands, but we're not close enough to be able to physically reach each other. And that's a really important range to understand as well, for obvious reasons. The final range, so there's only three that we're looking at, is if we're in a range where we're double hands again, I can hit you, but you can't hit me. Now, this range would also include the use of elbows, and we could go closer and use shoulders. So there are different options available in this range, but the most important thing to remember when you're thinking about going through your ranges in Chi Sau is that I can hit them, but they can't hit me. So very basic and very, very simple. Your three range options from here in the Buma. If we're in this position here, this is the longest range, wrist range, where we could only kick, and I could be here, or I could even be on this outside arm position here. Okay, we could be two hands, I can't hit you, you can't hit me. Or we can be two hands, I can hit you, you can't hit me. Okay, that's a very basic way to understand range. It's very useful, very simple and easy to remember. So do make sure you consider those things when you're playing Chi Sau with your opponent. Range is very important, especially when trying to control that situation. I hope you find it useful, guys. Thank you ever so much for your time, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.